beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Click on the store locator and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it. Incoming. Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by OmahaSteaks.com. Yeah, welcome to Drinkin Bros Monday morning recap, brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. Also, if you're at home this weekend gambling on all the finals, I think it'll be over this weekend, right? It's NBA and NHL.
God only knows, you know.
I know, it's tough,
Over
right?
the next, you mean next weekend?
NBA
maybe,
takes about a month.
Yeah.
The NBA finals take a good
gotta spread it
solid
out.
month, whereas I feel like NHL has their shit together.
Well, NHL's done in one game.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, I hope so.
It will be
We'll
done.
get to it.
The
We'll
cup's
get
coming
to
back
it.
to
Yeah,
Florida.
we'll get to it. But if you're gambling out there, might as well grill up some steaks at OmahaSteaks.com. Promo code DB Sports for what are we getting off here? This $45 off now. Let's go.
for
4th
America.
of July.
For America.
For America, dude. 4th of July is coming up. 4th of July is coming up. We got Spectrum back there putting in some fiber cable. My God, hit the round of applause, dude. Finally. Holy shit.
Yellow button.
Just hit,
Yellow button.
just hit buttons.
Yellow
Come on, fake Ryan. There you go.
I say don't.
There you go.
Don't ever tell him.
Dude.
Don't tell them how
Don't
to
tell
produce.
him.
Okay.
No,
I would
let
never.
him. Just
Yeah,
let him
yeah,
mash buttons like
All
a
right.
fucking 4th grader playing Mortal Kombat.
All right. So maybe, every time the wind blows, the internet won't go out. I hope so, boys. A lot of pressure back there. A lot of pressure, okay? Yep, there we go. There we go.
We got 4 dudes out there
4 dudes.
just setting up an internet.
I mean, it's
You love to see it.
It's
Love a team
fiber.
coming together.
Yes, you sure do. You sure do love a team coming together here. Speaking of teams, let's talk about your Florida Panthers here to start off with. NHL.
Cup's coming home.
It feels like it.
Coming back to America where it belongs.
It almost feels like it should have been over already.
Yeah, they kind of blew game 4
Yep.
pretty bad.
They did. Horribly. They blew it horribly.
But, I mean, Edmonton had the last, card in their back pocket with the backup goalie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That only works for like 2 periods.
That's what I said. There was a listener who hit me up on Twitter who said, "Oh man, you got to take Edmonton tonight. They're leaning on the backup goal. He's the good one." And I was like, "No, that makes me want to take Florida."
Skinner also came in, gave up 3 goals, and
Yeah.
then they replaced him.
Yes.
Pickard was great for 2 periods.
2 periods.
It's like in baseball. Like, okay, you can do like you're in the World Series, your roster's thin, it's late in the season. You could do maybe 1 game with an opener.
Sure.
You know what I mean? A full bullpen game. You can't go full bullpen all series. The same way you can't put in a backup goalie. You can't rely on a backup goalie all series.
No.
So
Somebody was
fucked.
chirping us too because we were saying how trash Skinner was as a goalie, and it's like he literally got replaced.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stand by that.
I'll let
He's bad.
I'll let that happen all day long.
Speak for it.
Yeah. And then NBA finals tonight here.
Big game.
Huge.
Big game,
Big game.
huge, massive. And my bookie hit me up, and they were like, "Look, there's a lot of money going back and forth on this game tonight. We want you guys to focus on it." And I said, "Will do." I go, "Why is there so much money going back and forth?" And it's because the spread is massive. And I cannot figure out this line for the life of me.
They really love the Thunder
This much?
at home. I don't know. We need some energy off the bench for the Pacers. You know, it's up and down. We need a TJ McConnell game where he's just stealing balls from the inbound passes. Maybe throwing up like 8 to 9 points.
This, to me, feels like where the Pacers are at their absolute most dangerous. Backs
Yes.
against the wall.
Yep.
Nothing to lose. Give me the scrappy veteran team over the young, flashy team.
I agree. Look, it's 9.5 right now, and I'm taking the Pacers plus the 9.5. It's a 2-2 series. This is a must-win game for both teams. I don't see somebody getting blown out by more than 10 points in this.
I mean, SGA, the Thunder stepped up. Game 4 in Indiana.
Did they step up?
Yes.
They did.
Or did the refs step up?
SGA just draws fouls.
Yeah, that's his game.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's boring as shit.
I hate him.
It's unethical.
It's bullshit.
It's unethical basketball.
It's bullshit to watch. The fouls in that game in the fourth quarter were egregious and out of control. SGA normally pushed off, but then he took 3, maybe 4 steps back to hit that fadeaway by the baseline, and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
It sucks. It is peak. What do you want to call it? Late 2010s basketball, right there. Like peak
just
Harden
the
era.
softness.
Yeah.
Peak Harden, like I guess Westbrook era, pre-Jokic, really taking over.
It's still happening now. You got Brunson.
Yeah, it still happens.
He's a pretty bad offender of it.
I mean, even Luka does it too.
Luka does it a lot.
Yeah.
It feels like they all learned from the school of LeBron, and now they're using it. It's almost like a soccer match.
I don't know if it's LeBron. It's the Harden.
It's the Harden.
I blame James Harden.
Here's the
for
thing
this.
with LeBron, though, that I feel like people don't understand a lot, and it happens to Jokic, too, except Jokic doesn't flail as much, is that they're both so big that when they take contact, it's actually brutal contact, but you don't realize it because they're just fucking huge and strong. Whereas SGA and Harden and them, and even Luka, even though he's also huge, yeah, they'll clown it up.
Yeah.
Real good.
I mean, God, watching this team, I hate it. I'm rooting for the Pacers.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I all in on the Pacers. They blew, in my opinion, they gave that game away, and the refs didn't certainly do them any favors in that. But they were up by good 6-8 points, and then it all went away towards the end there.
6-point lead. That's a 2-point lead. That's a 6-point lead. Ain't shit.
I know.
Yeah. In the
Because
NBA,
you can erase it in 10 seconds.
yeah, it's gone immediately.
There was, the No Kings protest that was happening over the weekend. I'm sure you guys went, had a blast, and just got back. But
It was a good Father's Day.
But with that, what pushed No Kings out of the way was Caitlin Clark. And she scored 9 points in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So if she can do it, yes, any one of these guys on the
Any
court
pro, yeah.
can do it in a matter of seconds here.
Caitlin Clark said she would shoot a 130 at the U.S. Open. I don't think she's breaking 150.
Boy, you and I talked about that with the Memorial. What do you think? I think I might get a 200 there.
At Oakmont?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd finish. I wouldn't be able to find my balls, first off. I'd run out of balls.
Same here. What's the max number?
There's no max.
All right. So you can bring as many balls as you want?
Well, you mean for
for the rounds.
in my bag? I'm just saying me personally.
I think there is a number.
Yeah, there is. But let's say I brought a 24 pack of balls.
Gone.
Within the first 9, probably. And I'm not even saying I would lose the balls in the shit or out of
rough.
bounds. It would just be in the rough and I wouldn't be able to find it.
Yes, same here. Same. And that's why I quit at the Memorial. That was the worst course ever, and I'm all done here. We'll get to that in a second here, but who are you taking tonight? Pacers versus Thunder.
Unfortunately, I did pick the Pacers to win this series.
You did. You were the only one on the panel, by the way.
Yeah, but I think the Thunder win this game. Pacers backs against the wall. Pacers win Game 6, and it's all going to come down to a Game 7
in OKC. Okay.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, though, I think Thunder probably cover.
Oh, tonight?
Yeah, I think it's not going to be great.
Damn it, man. No. What do you got, Bob?
Pacers are coming out angry, dude. They cover. Pacers are coming out fucking angry. They know they gave a game away. They definitely cover. I don't know if they win, but I think it's a tight-ish game. Maybe it ends up being free throws at the end, push it to 8. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But it's close into the last minute or something.
That's what I think too. I'm gonna take the 9.5. I'm also gonna sprinkle the money line for Indiana. I think they're pissed off, and everybody on Twitter which all those guys do follow it, like it or not, was watching all those plays and those fouls. The Caruso one was awful. The SGA one was awful towards the end. And I think they knew, like, hey, we just gave this game away for no reason. And I think they're going to come out pissed off tonight.
Yeah. I also think, I mean, let's just, like, put on our tinfoil hats for a second. I think it was just bad officiating because, like, I don't understand why the NBA wouldn't want Pacers up 3-1 because the Thunder are absolutely capable of coming back from 3-1 against the Pacers. Mm-hmm. And probably, if the Pacers had won, would have almost certainly won tonight. I would have laid 9.5 if the Pacers had won on Friday.
Sure.
For sure.
Thunder win Game 5 by 1 million.
Yeah. But now, I don't know. I think this is going to be a fucking rock fight.
So do I. And I'm looking forward to this game, actually. It's been a pretty fun series for the most part.
It's been one blowout.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun to watch.
They weren't even
comebacks.
blowouts because like the Pacers were still kind of like lingering the whole time.
Yeah.
Because they still have that ability to come back like they did Game 1 where it's like, oh, they're down 15-20. Oh, no, they won the game.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think, in that game they got blown out or whatever, they got it to 10 late, which is not that much.
And they've had 3 massive comebacks in the playoffs, so it's like,
Yeah.
I'm never going to factor out the Pacers.
I think the Pacers are going to they're just a fucking scrappy team, man.
Indiana deserves a championship.
They really do.
You know, in 49 other states, it's just basketball.
It really is. It really is. So, I'd like to see the Pacers win this all. Again, watching that guy play, I just can't do it, man. It hurts my soul.
Yeah.
And he always goes right. He's always using his right hand. I don't know why it's so hard to stop this guy. Jordan said the same thing back in the day about LeBron. He'd be like, dude, that's the easiest guy to stop ever.
I think he's just faster than you realize.
That's what I think, too.
He is
and when
good.
I watch
He
him,
was a stud at Kentucky.
he's so fucking quick. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Is that he's able to get away with it.
Right.
It's not necessarily that he's that great. Like,
Right.
But he's quick enough to pull it off right now.
It's the same thing like Mariano Rivera threw one pitch. Mm-hmm. Why didn't anyone ever hit it?
I know.
Like it's if it works, you don't need to do anything
Sure
else.
don't.
Yeah.
Sure don't. And he's averaging 32.7 in the series. So
How many shots is he taking a game, though?
It's a lot. It's pretty good volume. Let me look at what he did on Friday.
And I'm not one to complain about that because obviously I grew up an Allen Iverson fan.
Yeah,
who would score 40 points on 30 shots a game.
necessary. I think it's necessary, though. You know?
Shea, he was 50%, 12 of 24
That's all you can ask for.
with 10 free throws.
That's not bad.
That's all you can ask for. 10 free throws made?
He was 10
of
for 10. 10 for 10.
Well, when you shoot him, over and over every game. Like
We finally got a big game out of Chet.
Chet showed up, dude. 14,
Triple
and 15, and then a triple.
No, double. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was reading the rebound.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, dude. 14 and 15 out of him. 1 assist.
But the weird thing is, I don't know why Siakam just disappeared in the fourth. He was their best player all game and just didn't touch the ball in the fourth quarter. I mean, Oklahoma City, we can whine about their fouls and shit like that. For sure, it's fucking awful to watch. But they do also play insane defense.
They do. And they were throwing different looks at him to confuse him in the fourth, so it's tough. And I think the Pacers will be able to readjust.
All-time
going into
defense,
tonight's game.
really.
Yeah, truly, one of the best.
And, I mean,
For sure.
Anthony Edwards could do nothing last series. They're pretty much shutting Halliburton down from being able to get into any type of rhythm. Not that he forces it. He always just kind of goes with the flow of the game.
Did force it a little bit in the last game. 1 for 7 from 3.
Yeah, not great.
Just kept taking threes. Probably not what you want. And I remember watching late in the game, Halliburton, the last couple possessions when Oklahoma City was coming back, Halliburton was in a fucking glass box, dude. He couldn't do a goddamn thing.
No.
He was 5 feet away from the arc and just couldn't get in, couldn't get the ball to anyone in a decent spot. Oklahoma City just clamped the fuck down and then did their foul bullshit.
Yeah, they have an excellent defense, and that I don't mind a good defense in today's game because I also don't want to see 148 to 144 with just everybody bombing threes and then that's it. You kind of run down the floor, somebody else bombs a three, and that's what I hated about some of these previous series in the playoffs. This one's actually been pretty fun to watch, and it is because of their defense. A 111-104 game is what we used to grow. That's what we grew up with. Where it was okay.
Where everyone was taking
Both
twos.
teams are good defensively. You're taking your time. You're looking for real shots.
17 in the fourth quarter by the Pacers. Not great.
No, not great. But the defense was great. And Obi Toppin, watching him is a blast.
Yeah.
Because he's inside getting rebounds, dunking. which you forget, like, in today's world, like, oh, my God, remember all the awesome dunks we used to see?
Yeah.
We're finally seeing that with one guy, and it's mind-altering where you're like, holy shit. I was in Houston over the weekend for my kids' football camp. Well, in the basketball stadium next door, it was the All-State kids who were playing there for Texas.
For basketball?
Yeah, one of those Nike AAU camps.
Yeah.
And so I popped in to see it, and I was chatting with a couple of the coaches because I was watching those kids too, and I was wondering if it was the same that I'm dealing with, like with little kids versus high school kids.
Yeah.
It is. All of them they're taking fucking 30-footers, man. And then just running back up and down the court, and that's kind of it. And then not a lot of defense.
Yeah.
They're just, okay, cool. If somebody's open, then they'll dunk it to look flashy. But for the most part, it's the 3-game. And then there were scouts there, and they were looking at their 3-game and everything else. And it's like, dude, it's still possible to play a great defensive game, take your time, and potentially win a championship. One of these teams is going to do it by playing that old school style.
That's why Americans aren't good at basketball anymore.
It is.
It's AAU shit.
Yep.
That's why that's why the 3 best players at least aren't 4 best players aren't American.
Yeah. And I'm standing there with these coaches, and they're just shaking their head, and I go, same, right? And he goes, yeah.
I mean, dude, college coaches even more than NBA coaches, because NBA coaches, it's such you can draw from the whole world. I guess you can in college too, but B, it's such a smaller pool that you generally get talented people no matter what. But college coaches are like, I hate these fucking kids and the way they play so goddamn much. Like they just come in, especially at a lot of the big schools. That's why that's one reason the transfer market's so important now in college basketball, is because a lot of these like 5-star recruits, unless they're absolute freaks, like they don't, like Cooper Flagg, like they don't come in well-rounded players, and then they're 18, so they're also stupid.
I want to see the tape during the draft of a Euro going against a broomstick and a couple like plastic chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want my team to draft.
Same. And they don't have anything like that whatsoever. That's what by the way, that's what they used to do. Like, if you couldn't have a defender out there or a buddy or a dad or something like that, you put the fucking janitor broomstick
like when
in
they
the
drafted
trash can.
When they drafted Giannis, that's all it was.
And you got to make it work. And, these coaches, man, the exact look that you gave, I swear to God, was the exact look of these coaches where they're like, oh, my God, just stop taking three-pointers over and over and over again.
It's a very underrated thing. I used to hate this as a kid. I would just be like, shut up, you stupid bitch, whenever anyone said this. But it's kind of true. I notice this having children now, but with sports is like a perfect example of it, is that kids really do emulate what they see on TV.
They do.
Like, very closely.
Yes.
That is reality to them. That is what they want to do.
100%.
And it's in sports especially, like, you know, I'm sure, obviously all the threes. I'm sure in football, like you've seen, everyone wants to be Pat Mahomes making sidearm throws and all types of shit like that. And
all the sports are trending in that direction where what they're seeing on TV is what they want to do.
Yeah. Rory's even taken after his namesake. He was watching the U.S. Open, and he was just throwing things in your house, breaking things left and right.
Yep. That was pretty stock standard.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is dead serious story here regarding YouTube. Like, one of my kids tried to do a donkey kick into the goal from a corner kick.
Yeah.
Missed it horrifically.
Right.
And I go, what are you doing? And he goes, oh, Dad, that's the Ronaldo thing that he
Trying to
did.
stun
And I
it,
go, awesome, you're not Ronaldo. So stop doing that, dude. And I go, I don't ever want to see that again. I put him on the bench.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't ever want to see that again. Like, this is crazy. And he's like, well, Dad, I saw the video. And I go, cool, man, he's Ronaldo.
Right.
So if you're that great, absolutely. And guess what? You would have made it. Yeah. I said that to him.
Yeah.
If you were Ronaldo, you would have made that shot, and you didn't. That's why you're on the bench right now.
You would know if you were Ronaldo.
Right.
Like, go juggle the ball for 9 minutes without stopping.
The sport, I would say, because this is like going through all sports. The sports that I would say that aren't different haven't changed. Golf. Golf is golf.
It's changed drastically.
You think so?
Yeah. People are chasing speed, bombing the fuck out of it. Like, distance that's all that matters at this point. Even though JJ Spaun just won, he still added speed. He still is longer than he was when he came on tour.
Are you talking about swinging it faster?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So basically, kids are like, irons are gay.
No, irons are very important.
No, but like, they don't give a fuck about that?
No, they do.
Okay.
Like, the irons are why JJ Spaun won the fucking U.S. Open.
Yeah, I get that.
But and a lot of the top players are some of the best iron players in the world. But it's still you still need that distance off the tee to even be remotely in the conversation.
Yeah.
Baseball is baseball, I think. For kids, nothing's really changed.
Other than I don't think I mean, I guess kids want it to an extent, but like it really is the coaches. I feel like it's primarily a coach push where, you know, you demand velocity over everything in pitching and probably in strategy as well. Because everyone for the history of playing baseball has wanted to hit home runs, right? That's not a new thing, even though the 3 true outcome thing is new now. Like, it wasn't. We grew up with Whitey ball, with 80s baseball, stealing and you know, slap hits and stuff like that. But you still, like, the home run hitter was the hero.
Well, yeah, it was the hero.
So that's not really
Pitcher, still the star pitcher, still the star pitcher.
Yeah, I don't think that's really. I think that the change baseball has changed, but I think that's more. I do think that's more coach driven, because I think everyone's always wanted to come into baseball hitting home runs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Throwing 100 miles an hour.
I mean, we all do.
Before that, the coach would be like, "Hey, chill the fuck out."
Yeah. Nice, easy swing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the average speed on tour for just swing speed for off driver or off the tee is like in the 180s now. It's like
I was going to say
it's up like 4 miles per hour from last year.
Yeah, I saw 178s, 181, like a bunch of them over the weekend.
So like Adam Scott, his swing speed's up. Ben Griffin's swing speed's up. JJ Spaun's swing speed's up. Like, sure, they're not like the longest hitters on tour right now, but they still are adding distance.
They stay in the game.
That's interesting. Interesting. But technology has also gotten better.
Oh, infinitely. Yeah. And I mean, we don't really mention this. Tiger Woods was like the first to get like the new tech, and that's why he kicked everybody's ass.
I mean, Tiger Woods is the Babe Ruth of golf, because before Babe Ruth in baseball, it was all about getting base hits and stealing bases and stuff like that. And then Babe Ruth came in and hit like literally 3 times as many home runs as the rest of the league combined, and it became a home run league.
Yeah.
Same thing with Tiger Woods.
Who gave Tiger the advanced technology? Was it Nike? Because I thought he hated those clubs.
The clubs from Nike were bad, but yeah, no. He was getting like the ball, the new tech with the ball and everything way before anybody else. I think Bridgestone.
Oh yes.
Probably, I assume like swing tech and stuff as well too.
I don't know.
Like
I'm too young to remember like the real nitty gritty information with Tiger and like
who
he's going against.
You're not, because we'll switch over to the U.S. Open over the weekend. They did those guys dirty at the rain delay. Did you watch it?
Oh, they did Sam Burns dirty.
Well, everything. We'll start with the telecast. So it goes into a rain delay, final rounds, and they were like, you know what? Let's just show you Tiger Woods from 2008. And as soon as it switched, and I mean, I was locked in as if I was watching that live.
The roars were different. Yeah, it was louder.
It was just electric. I mean, and then you go back to that afterwards, and I was like, why the fuck would you just show that for an hour? Tiger Woods winning. Because remember, he had that birdie putt to tie.
On the broken leg.
Against Rocco Mediate, and it was just like, come on,
and they did
man.
the Saturday and Sunday footage.
Yep.
And it's just like, all right, we're just going to follow Tiger for an hour.
And then, hey, we're back in with J.J. Spaun and Robert McIntyre. It was like, who?
Well, to be fair, like everybody was in the U.S. Open at one point. Like everybody was falling back. J.J. Spaun kind of got boned on that front 9. Remember on number 2, he probably would have stuck it within 2 feet for a birdie putt, and he just hit the pin and it rolled 50 yards back.
Yeah. He had a lot of misfortune, but he also had, I think, 8 bogeys, in the first, 9 holes or something?
No, he shot a 40. So, I mean, 5 bogeys, right? 4 or 5 bogeys.
Okay. 5. I think he had 5 bogeys in the first 6 holes. That's what it was, if I remember correctly.
And then he shot a 32 on the back.
Hit the putt of a lifetime to win.
Didn't have to.
Yeah.
Didn't even have
to.
But that's why he hit it.
Hovland gave him the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was no pressure because all you needed to do was 2 putt.
Well, it was still a long putt.
It was 65 feet. I want to give you your flowers. So you picked him as the first round leader.
I know. I wish I had more faith in him.
God.
I think I even said that he's not going to win this, but he could be the first round leader.
Yeah, and you were right. 95-1 is what that came in on if you bet it.
Solo too.
And so I got hit up by a ton of you guys because I posted that clip. We posted that clip everywhere of you saying it, and I was like, man, that's a great pick. I'm going to take that pick. Invoices, everything else happened behind the business stuff after the show is over. And then I quickly bet right before I was leaving. And I remembered it was a J. And I picked Steven Yeager instead of J.J. Spaun. And I felt a pit in my stomach all weekend long. Because I usually throw like $100 on it. And then post it in the thing. And I was like, they were like, why don't you take that? And I was like, oh my God, because I picked the wrong guy. And it was just my own stupidity.
2 J's.
Yeah. But that was awesome win, man. 95-1.
Yeah.
Would you put $50 on it?
Journeyman.
Yep.
So, obviously, I don't discuss my finances here.
He put $1.
No,
$95.
I know. I put $25 on it.
Okay,
So it was
21
over $2,000. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Look, still, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But watching that tournament over the weekend, the course is so hard. People are just bashing their clubs into the ground over and over and over again. I talked to my dad on Father's Day yesterday about it, and I said, "Hey, have you been watching this?" Because I was driving back from Houston, and he goes, "No, I hate this tournament. I've always hated this tournament." And I was like, "Really? Why?" And he goes, "This is the only USGA tournament." And he goes, "They purposely stay up and make it harder, like
I love
overnight."
that. I love seeing a pro just struggle as much as I do. Like on 17 when Hatton was just like, he hit that chip right back into the rough, like across the bunker. I'm like, yeah, I would do that. And he lost his mind. It's like, what did you expect with that? Like,
I
put it
don't
on the green,
know.
you bitch.
Yeah.
I was so glad to see Hatton melt down because I fucking hate him. Like, he is such a piece of shit.
That course, though, it's like, is there a benefit to making it that hard and changing it over and over again?
It got softer the day before with the rain, so that's why Burns was able to kind of like, pick that apart. But the rain, weirdly, on Sunday there was a little bit more elements with the wind and the rain, and made it harder. And if you hit it in the fucking rough and you had to deal with like the moisture coming off, there was puddles in the fucking fairway. Sam Burns didn't get relief. He asked for a second opinion.
Sam Burns was in a full water. I mean, it was like a foot of water.
It was
and
great.
They were like, no.
Yeah, fuck him.
I can't believe they didn't give that to him. I couldn't believe it.
I can't either, but it's the U.S. Open. Play it as it lies.
I guess. But I mean, when he hit the ball and it looked like a card going by, like right too close to the side of the road, the sidewalk, and everybody got sprayed. I was just like, and he looked over the official.
It's a mental test,
and he wanted him to die.
Like, it's the biggest mental test in the game of golf, and it's like, yeah, fuck it, dude. Like, you guys are kind of pampered every week on the PGA Tour. They give you whatever you want. I like one tournament where they're like, no.
Where they're not shooting like 16 under.
Yeah. It's like, dude, no. Par is the score that you want to hit, and JJ Spaun was the only guy under par, and he won the tournament. That was great.
Yeah, look, I like watching golf, so like I enjoyed it, and it was exciting. It was fun to watch. But
everybody was in it. Fucking Scotty on 18. I had like 4 over. He's like, if I make birdie, I get to 3 over. Maybe that could win. At a certain point, you're like, maybe it could.
Yep. I live lined a bunch of people privately. None of them were JJ Spaun.
I took JJ Spaun on
my ass handed to me
17
this
before
weekend.
he hit the drive. Obviously, incredible shot of the tournament where he drives the green, 2 putts for birdie. But he was plus 130 before that drive. Bobby Mack was in the clubhouse at 1 over. He was the favorite, I think, at minus 125. And I'm like, dude, JJ Spawn's going to at least get 1 birdie here on 17. He might bogey 18, but that means playoff. I'll take JJ Spaun.
Okay.
Also, I hate Bobby Mack.
So
I just don't like Bobby Mack.
I didn't even know who it was, to be honest with you.
Bob McIntyre?
Yeah.
Big shot, Bob.
Even because my wife walked in, we were making food and all that stuff, and she goes, "Who the fuck are these people?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
I was pulling for Hovland. That's my boy.
That's why I live lines.
Yeah.
In my privacy of shame,
Missed a couple short putts.
I didn't post it because I wasn't sure, and I don't want people to take the bets if I'm not sure. And I was not sure about that, and I'm glad I didn't post it.
I'll say it right now, though.
I lost.
Victor Halman's going to win the British Open.
Okay.
He's going to win the British Open.
He
will be one of my picks.
I like him. I like him for sure. We got some sponsors real quick to put this show on the air. First and foremost, mybookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch, get into the extra day with mybookie.com. All right, kids, NBA Finals tonight. Big boy bets, NHL Finals are going on right now. College football is right around the corner. My God, it's sneaking up on us here. About 80 days away. That can't come fast enough. And I will say this. All the week 0 lines are up. All the week 1 lines are up for the NFL. All the week 1 lines are up as well. And you can bet on the Super Bowl and all that other stuff. Rodgers has affected that Pittsburgh line right after he went to camp. I was surprised he showed up at camp. Good for him. And took a team-friendly deal, which he said he was. Shocked about that. So if you believe in the Steelers, they've got an excellent defense. They don't really need much, man, except for a few handoffs and maybe some passes. They could do it, dude. So if you're a Steelers fan out there, and I know we got a lot, if you believe in them, now's the time to take them. These futures are massive. Won a lot off of these this year, and that's what helped me been the best year of my fucking career here on this goddamn show. So go on out to mybookie.com. Also, the live casino show is amazing there. They got live blackjack, poker, roulettes, all of it from real dealers. So they just pipe in the video from around the world, and you go against them. They do put it on mute on their side, so that way you can't scream at them if you lose. Best gambling site in the biz. They're in all 50 states. Go to mybookie.com, enter that promo code Drinkin Bros to double that first deposit up to $1,000. If you're a day one homie, or if you've been in there before and you lost a bunch of money, they'll give you these rake backs, which is nice, which they'll give you a little something back and say, hey, sorry about your tough loss. Here's an extra $30-$40 and enjoy your life. Bet again. Put it on a parlay. Live to die another day, okay? Next up, we got OmahaSteaks.com. Promo code DB Sports for an extra $45 off at checkout for their 4th of July sale. From handcrafted steaks to family grilling favorites, Omaha Steaks delivers the world's best steak experience for all your 4th of July grilling plans. Enjoy USDA certified tender steaks, juicy burgers, and so much more. And now, during their 4th of July sale, you can get 50% off site-wide at omahasteaks.com. Plus, our listeners get an extra $45 off with the promo code DB Sports at checkout. There's nothing quite like a 4th of July cookout. We're having one here for the show, the Great American Steak Off. We'll give you some details later in the week on that. It'll be here at the studio. Winner will get a year's supply of omahasteaks.com, full subscription there. And then we'll let you take the grill home. All right? We'll let you take the grill home. You winner, just bring a pickup truck, and then you can take it home. I'm not kidding.
I hope someone in a Honda Civic wins.
Oh, could you imagine watching them pop that thing in the back? That'd be great. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by 100% guarantee. They'll give your money back if you don't like it. The fan favorite is the filet mignon, which has earned the coveted distinction of USDA certified tender, and their all-new smash burgers are built for the grill. Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917, family-owned company with over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. They also carry mouth-watering burgers, chicken, pork, seafood, and delectable desserts. Get fired up for the 4th of July with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their 4th of July sale, and for an extra $45 off, use the promo code DB Sports at checkout. That is 50% off at omahasteaks.com. Get an extra $45 off with the promo code DB Sports at checkout. You can see their site for all their lovely details over there. Next up, we got drinkinbrostickets.com. $10 cheaper than StubHub. Used them over the weekend. Took my kid to an Astros game, Bob.
Hell yeah.
I've never been to that stadium before. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called now. It's not Minute Maid anymore.
It was called Daikin Field, Daikin. I don't know what that means.
I just call it Enron Field.
It was called Minute Maid Park for a while.
Yeah.
And then I changed it. So I don't really know what Daikin is, but
I don't know. I just call it Enron Field.
Yeah, I'm good with Enron.
Yeah, Enron Field is fine.
or just say the Astros. Like, this is the Astros Stadium. I'm all good on this bullshit. Like, I don't really care.
Did you check out Biggio's?
Whatever no, I didn't check out Biggio's. But we sat in left field.
The Crawford boxes.
God damn it, that's awesome.
It's one of the best seats in baseball.
It's so
hands
much fun.
Yeah.
So my kid wanted to try to catch a home run ball, and obviously we got the ticketing company, so we got row one. 4 seats over to my right, a guy caught one, and then 4 to my left, a guy caught one. Now, the guy that caught one here, and this is just a quick heads up about that stadium, that's a short porch.
You got to keep your head on a fucking swivel.
Holy shit. He took it right to the guts.
Yeah.
And he was a big boy. Big Mexican dude, and holy shit, he was feeling it.
I need them to put the hill back in the center field.
I agree. There should be a hill
no
there.
hill. No hill.
But me and Hollaway went to the Braves Astros World Series there for Game 2, one of the games they lost, of course.
Yeah.
And
when I was dead?
Yeah, when you were
The
dead.
series that I call that the series that never existed.
It's starting
never
to feel
existed.
that way, to be
Yeah.
honest. But Dan was like, I want to go for batting practice. Like,
Okay. Explain to me this, because I didn't know if they did batting practice or not.
Yeah, you can go in there for batting practice.
My kid had a football camp, so we went right afterwards. And then when we got in there, I was looking up because I didn't see any batting practice, but I looked at the signs behind us. They were all beat to shit with baseballs.
We were in there for batting practice. Obviously, we're adults, so neither of us had gloves. And
wear a glove. Wear a glove. I disagree with that. Wear a glove.
Actually, fucking terrifying. Because it is dudes just ripping
line drives.
Balls. Yeah,
yes.
Line drive. I mean, it was, and yeah, like the sign, like every 30 seconds, boom.
Boom.
They're metal, so it's just like burr.
Oh,
burr.
man. It sounded like 9/11.
Yeah.
Like when the bodies were hitting the thing.
It was cool, I guess, because I got out of there alive. But like in the moment, like Dan will be like trying to talk to me. I'd be like, I can't fucking talk right now. Like,
Did you get a ball?
What?
Did you get a ball?
No, we didn't get a ball.
Okay.
But they were landing all around us.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, everywhere.
And none of them were pop flies.
No.
Like it was all
both home
ripped.
runs were just rockets that I was just like, holy shit.
Actually, during the game, a home run got hit into the Crawford boxes as well. Travis Darno hit one off one of the metal signs and just loud as fuck too. But it was. I highly recommend going, I guess, but be ready.
Yeah, be ready. Great stadium. Because I was the same. I didn't know what time camp and all that stuff was getting out, so I forgot my glove, and I was like, will I really need it? And then,
barehanded.
No, you cannot.
The Crawford boxes,
you cannot.
You're basically
barehanded.
on the field.
For real. You feel like you're part of the fucking game.
You are in almost every other stadium that is playable area.
You're the 10th player.
Yeah,
is what I looked at it, and even my kid after the first home run was hit, he was like, "Dad, I don't think I can catch that." And I go, "No, I know. I'll shield you. Like I got you on this, but." You have to physically watch every single at bat.
Yeah,
because you could die,
especially if there's a righty up there.
A righty.
If there's a righty up there, like you don't look anywhere else. Don't be on your phone. Don't be turning to talk to anybody.
Nobody on the Astros can go oppo.
Look, you can go oppo, but I'm just saying a righty is going to absolutely put a bullet.
Yes, and I know on this show I've made fun of the Astros, and I continue to do so with the buzzers and the trash cans and all that other bullshit. But I'll give you this, man. That's a great goddamn stadium, and I really, really like that ballpark a lot.
It's an excellent ballpark.
You will never have to twist my arm to go back to that ballpark again. You guys, pun intended, knocked it out of the park. So if you want tickets to any of this stuff, because they were cheap, are the Astros not good or something?
No, they're fine.
Okay.
They're fine.
All right.
They're in the hunt.
Because tickets were pretty cheap. I was surprised.
Bad sports town.
Houston? Yeah. No, actually.
It's bad sports.
It was sold out. I mean, it was packed.
Oh, in fact, they're in first place by 4.5 games.
You're kidding.
So,
Yeah, I was going to say. And, by the way, knowledgeable fans. So in the section we were sitting in.
It's a dynasty.
Everybody was there. We're true diehard fans, and you could hear everybody's conversations and all that other stuff. And, I mean, they knew a lot about baseball. So I'll give them that as well. Like, they were really fucking into it. So, and for a meaningless, it was like against the Twins right weekend. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely not still upset about the World Series at all.
I know. So is my wife and her father.
Is beating the Astros in the World Series hard?
I guess it is.
It is. Don't remember the no. But it was a blast. Go get tickets to anything, concerts, whatever, comedy shows, college football, all that stuff. Big ticket items, though. Beware. Obviously, those aren't changing. Texas, Ohio State, very, very expensive. NBA Finals, very, very expensive. NHL Finals are actually pretty cheap. So if you're there and you just want to go
in,
you can go.
Miami, party.
Yeah.
See, you could probably find.
Didn't you say it's north of Miami?
It's in a very
it's like literally right by it's right by the Everglades.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, they're going to take the cup down to Miami, so
you
could probably party with the players.
Yes,
no doubt.
Yes. So those tickets are actually reasonable. So if you're in Florida and want to go to a game, you can go, and it's not that bad.
I bet Brooks Koepka will be there.
Yeah.
Kodak Black.
There, yeah.
And then tonight, we got the NAL Championship. We'll post that everywhere. That is the Arena League. Hard AF Seltzer is the official sponsor of the game. Players will be dumping it on themselves afterwards, and we are actually on the ball itself, and my child took it. It was right next to my desk. I'll let him have an earful of that. So please watch that. That is the Omaha Beef against the Beaumont Renegades.
Let's
tonight.
go.
Yeah. I wish there was a spread, but there isn't, unfortunately, and that sucks. But if you want tickets for that, I think they're only $10, $15 tonight. Down there in Beaumont, Texas. I haven't been to Beaumont. I heard it's lovely. There was a lot of storms over the weekend, and we were unable to attend it. We were going to go to walk through there, but they had to move the game to Monday night, so that is tonight. Tune in. We'll be popping that up on all of our pages and all that other stuff. And if you're out there tailgating for it, go to hardafseltzer.com and your city or zip, and it'll take you to the closest location nearest you. And it's the store locators up and rocking, man. The new locations will take 30 days. But because I was in a part of town that I've never been in, I was in Sugarland first.
Yeah.
I just popped in the store locator, and dude, I found like, I don't know, 5, 10 places around the area, and I got it in less than 4 minutes.
It's a nice part of Houston.
Is it?
Yeah, I enjoyed the nice burbs.
I thought it was all right.
Sugarland, Beaumont.
Yeah. So
the Woodlands.
It was a nice experience out there. All right, kids, we'll flip on over here to shit. What was I going to talk about?
Devers?
Yes,
Baseball.
that trade, that baseball trade, dude.
Why are the Red Sox a small market team?
They are behaving in a way that if I was a Red Sox fan, I would be slamming my head into the fucking wall.
So, I'm so shocked by it. Like, explain this trade to everybody.
Is it because the Fenway Sports Group is like too spread thin with other sports?
So that was a Bill Simmons conspiracy theory over the weekend.
That was just off the top of the dome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Old Simmons came up with it too?
I actually believe in it.
So
Because they own like 9 teams, don't they?
Yeah, they have connections also with the PGA Tours, like new thing.
Right. I believe they own Manchester United.
So
Is it Man U too? Is that them?
Or is it Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Okay.
yeah.
There you go.
So
Who just won the fucking Premier League?
So Liverpool just signed Florian Wirtz to a club record deal.
Okay. How much?
5-year, 100 million. £100 million, $135 million. So that deal is, I guess, the biggest in club history.
More than Salah?
I don't know, man. That's just what it's saying.
All right.
But maybe it's per year that it was bigger. But yeah, interesting that one team in that group sheds payroll while another one. Because Devers, by the way, is not just a great player. He's locked down.
Forever.
He's on a 10-year contract.
$313 million.
He's signed until 2033 for a player that good.
He does look like a San Francisco Giant, though.
Are you getting Panda vibes?
I'm getting some Panda vibes.
Panda vibes
Yeah.
from, yeah. And maybe that's why they did it. I don't really know. I mean, it's
Well,
strange,
Devers was
dude.
unhappy. If you recall at the beginning of the year, the Red Sox got Alex Bregman.
Yep. He didn't want to play first.
Yeah, Devers was like, I'm a third baseman. And the Red Sox and all of the baseball community were like, only because you stand there. But you're very bad at it.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah.
He believes in himself.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
You are a great hitter. You are one of the best hitters in baseball, unquestionably. He's got 15 home runs this year. But you are ass at defense. So you should be a DH, maybe a first baseman, I don't know. By the way, the Giants have Matt Chapman at third, who is also excellent defensively. He's not going anywhere. So now Devers is going to be a DH or maybe a first baseman there. The Giants are pretty grim at first base. But essentially, I guess Devers was like, I love Boston, but if I'm not going to be respected here, I want to trade. And the Red Sox, for whatever reason, were happy to let this, like, probably top 10, top 15 hitter in baseball, signed for a decade almost, go.
Days gone.
And now they got a little bit in return. What do they get in return? A couple good prospects and stuff like that. And they're kind of building for the next couple of years, but like I don't understand how Devers, with his contract and his age, he's 28, like a 28-year-old who's primarily going to be a DH, that's who hits like that.
Right.
That's going to age pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
don't the Giants realize it's not an even year?
Yeah, they only win in even years.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for the Giants, it's great.
It
Look
is.
out. They're not going to win the division because the Dodgers are in the division.
They might.
But, I want them to. Fuck the Dodgers.
Ohtani is coming back.
Pitching
here.
tonight.
He's pitching tonight, which I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are only 2 games out of first place.
I know.
And Devers is a huge ad. So it's going to be a fun-ass race for the NL West. But,
Baseball right now is really fun.
yeah,
Baseball's cooking.
It is.
If only the
for
Braves
real.
are good, you know?
I know. They keep blowing games, and it's awful, dude.
we're going to get there. It's all right.
don't
Acuna's
You're missing the playoffs.
having a
hope
fucking
so.
monster
He
year.
is, but man, there's something missing there. Bullpen.
Freddie Freeman. Yeah.
Freddie Freeman, bullpen,
Yeah.
all of it. So,
But
I
yeah,
thought Olsen was, plug and play.
he was.
Was.
Until he wasn't.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, the Red Sox are just the way they behaved the last 5 years is obscene. They've traded Mookie Betts and Rafael Devers, and they let Xander Bogaerts go. If you have those three guys on your team, you're a contender for the World Series every year.
Mookie's a generational player.
Yes, he's already won a World Series, or two World Series with those guys.
He won
with the Dodgers.
And the Red Sox, too.
Yeah.
He won in 2018 with the Red Sox,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
3? So is it 3?
I think so.
Do we count the COVID
I don't know if
year?
he was on the COVID team, actually. Mookie Betts actually was on the COVID team.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So he has 3 World Series.
He's got 3 titles.
And he's got MVPs in both leagues, I think.
mean-
They let those 3 guys go. That is the core of a championship roster for over a decade.
Yep.
They're like building for the future, but the future was already fucking there.
They're all about Liverpool. That's it. Who just won the Premier League. So I guess, it's a trade-off.
I guess so.
Dude, this is why.
But you can't have, in my opinion, you can't have multiple teams for one management group because, you can do shit like this if you want to.
Well, Kroenke owns a fucking Premier League team, right?
And should he? Like
He was
he was the one that sold to St. Louis.
but he won with the Nuggets. He owns a lot of franchises.
Yeah. Well, there was a rule in place in the NFL for a while where you couldn't own other teams in other sports, and that started to get relaxed because all those billionaires wanted to
There's
their
only
business as sports,
a certain
essentially.
amount of people that can afford the teams.
Right,
There's like
right,
10.
right.
There's like 10 people on Earth who can afford everything.
That's
this
why they're
point.
all sports groups.
Yeah.
Stanton's coming off of the IL they just announced
Yeah.
here, so Yankees are fun to watch right now. Judge got to turn it around here. He's 1 for 12 though in the last ones.
I feel like the Yankees at this point. I mean, the Red Sox are in 4th, but I feel like the
They're a
Yankees,
game above 500 though.
Yeah,
They're in the mix.
I know they are, but the Yankees at this point can feel pretty good about.
Is it another
They can
Rays
just kind
year?
of coast,
Yeah.
man.
Is it another weird Rays year?
No.
They might make the playoffs. Who knows? But
In their minor league stadium,
in the Yankees minor league stadium.
which would be hilarious.
So the
Very
Yankees.
funny.
There's a
If the Yankees lose on their minor league stadium home field,
Right, they play a series.
I would laugh my ass
I
off.
hope that happens. I want that to
I
happen.
would laugh my ass off.
But baseball's been great so far. Honestly, the unheralded story has been the fucking Tigers are here. Javi Baez has completely resurrected his career. I don't want to hear this shit about Paul Skeens. Tarek Skubal is the best pitcher in baseball. Full stop. Baseball.
I mean, Skeens is dope as hell.
He's
Skeens is
dope.
dope.
He keeps losing games, giving up 1 run.
Yeah.
Well, that's his team's fault because he's on the worst goddamn team in America.
Pirates are heating up though. They're heating up.
Whoa! Breaking news here. This might be the top. We should have fucking. We might spend 2 hours on this. Joey Chestnut, world's greatest athlete, is returning to the Nathan's hot dogs eating contest.
He's allowed
this year.
back?
4th of July.
Let's go.
He's allowed
Let's
back.
go. We're back, dude.
Wow.
America's back.
He's a fraud.
No, he's not. Yeah, give him a round of applause. Thank you for
Eating
that.
his vegetarian hot
Yeah.
Wait, is he going to eat the veggie hot dog?
He says, I'm thrilled to be returning to the Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest. This event means the world to me.
He
It
sold
means the
out.
world to us. It is a cherished tradition, a celebration of American culture, and a huge part of my life. While I have and continue to partner with a variety of companies, including some of the plant-based space, those relationships were never a conflict with my love of hot dogs. To be clear, Nathan's is the only hot dog company I've worked with. I respect that there were differences in interpretation, but I'm grateful I've been able to find common ground. I'm excited to be back at the Coney Island stage, doing what I love to do and celebrating the 4th with hot dogs in my hands. Stay hungry. Sorry, I'm getting choked up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not my goat. Juice
Wow.
dog era. Kobayashi's still my best.
I beat Kobayashi last year on Netflix.
That's fine.
mean-
Kobayashi was past his prime.
Joey Chestnut's great, but I still stand.
He's won
all time.
17 mustard belts. Like, what are we doing here,
That's
guys?
fine,
I
man.
still stand by that. What I really want to see is a bunch of fat slob amateurs kill themselves. You know what I mean? Like just people who.
That's
can't,
what it actually
who- pe-
was.
People who can't handle it.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
Chestnut can handle it. Chestnut's throat is a fucking highway tunnel.
That's amazing.
Right? Like,
it's like Nancy Reagan's.
Yeah, we gotta look at the performance enhancing drugs that.
How does he
Chestnut's
stretch
on.
that throat? I want to know.
Oh, he was on the show. So Joey was on the show, and we bet him. So I think it was right before you guys got it because we were in Wilmington.
No, I produced it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. So when he was there, he said, he works on it. Like,
Yeah.
he'll do eating competitions all over the world. So, yeah, dude, he's like, it really is a muscle, and you've got to work it, and you've got to stay in these competitions. You've got to do this shit, or else you can't be the best.
Yeah.
Now his toilet is another story, but that's 5 hours later.
I would pay to see that as well. But
Yeah.
I really just want to see amateurs. There should be an amateur round where maybe there is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Where I just want to see people hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Because
So-
nobody on the pro table or whatever you want to call it is hurting themselves. They all know what they're doing, right? I want to see people who don't know what they're doing.
Well,
So Nathan's did this last year.
Yeah,
During
they
the
did.
Lemonade
Yep.
Challenge,
Yep.
they let an internet influencer on stage and do it. He threw up
everywhere.
Yeah, I don't need
Everyone. Shout
influencers.
out
I need
yourself, Eddie.
plumbers. I need firemen.
I mean, these guys were throwing up left and right because also in the hot dog competition, that guy threw up as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
And
want.
He was just, and they were like, what I was unaware
Cut
is,
away.
you can't throw up or you're out.
Yeah.
So he got tapped on the back and they were like, you're gone. Sorry, like you're out of the
And then
tournament.
every other year, like somebody gets attacked by a PETA activist.
Love that. Too.
Love that,
That
too.
should be
Remember
part of the competition.
Joey pushed through
Remember Chestnut as Nolan Ryan moment, dude?
He just stiffed arm.
No, he fucking choked that guy out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that should be. There should be no
Choked
security.
him the fuck out, dude.
There should be no security on the stage.
None.
PETA protesters, or it's like it's like Oakmont.
Yeah.
You got to make a hard course.
I
PETA
agree.
protesters popping up. Yeah. all
And
of
he,
it.
by the way, still broke the record.
I love it.
So
That's an American.
best of all time. And not only that, dude, he will always be a DB Sports legend for the fact that when he was on the show, he said, yes, I will break the record. So we all bet on it and won. So, dude, when you're calling your shot like that and
Yeah.
telling the audience to bet on you, I don't know a better athlete in my life that would do that. I don't think Aaron Judge would come on this show and say, no, I'm going to win the World Series this year.
I mean, he's not even the best hot dog eater to call his own shot.
Who is?
Babe Ruth.
Well, that's true. And that's a real athlete.
Yeah.
Both real athletes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, those guys are the fucking best here. We'll flip over to the NBA. There was some weird NBA trades over the weekend here. Why, I guess? I mean, usually the stuff heats up July 1st. I don't know why they're doing it this far in advance here.
For the draft.
Yeah, pre-draft.
But these are a lot of picks, man. So Grizzlies send Bane to the Magic, and this is Desmond Bane, and he got like 4 first-round picks for this guy.
Bane's
which is
solid.
nuts.
well, they're going to be. So the Magic are counting on only one of those picks is potentially a good pick. It's one that they got from the Suns, so it'll be a Suns pick, and that'll probably be high in sometime in the near future. But the other
Magic
ones
are not going to be in the lottery. They're going to
Yeah,
continue to be like
right.
a top
So
5 seed in the East.
Yeah.
the Magic are all the rest are Magic picks, and they're basically banking on the fact that
I like the Magic.
they're not going to be great picks.
The Magic are going to be
And
good in the next
Bane's
couple
a good,
years.
Desmond Bane's a good player. And that's the type of NBA trade where it's not like sexy, but it's like
But it's a lot of picks.
But they don't matter if they're not in the lottery.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're going to add Bane to Banchero, Wagner, Suggs. Shit. I mean,
it's a good team.
it is. That's a decent team.
It's
man.
a really good team. People forget they were hurt all year, so they didn't have as good, including Banchero, so they didn't have as good of a year as they would have. I think the Magic are a serious contender.
They gave
for-
the fucking Celtics a good
yeah.
series.
I think the Magic
before-
are a legit contender for a top 2 seed next year.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah,
Yeah. Durant turned down his contract. Is
Expected, yeah.
Looking to play somewhere else. He says he prefers the Heat Spurs, which is shocking. Rockets, and those are the 3 that he's looking at right now.
I can see him
so
being a Clipper.
Hold on, no,
Why the Heat?
Spoelstra, and it's a solid team that now just doesn't have a star because Jimmy's not there.
Man, the Spurs would make the most sense. Like
Also,
that,
right-
you go to the Spurs with Wemby and I know that kid was hurt at the end of the year, De'Aaron Fox. But
Yeah,
man,
Spurs with Wemby, Darren Fox,
Woo.
Chris Paul's still there,
yes, he is there.
and then Durant. That's legit. I guess the difference is that the Heat are in the East.
Yeah, and that's a guaranteed
And you do
playoff
have
spot.
you do have a top 3 head coach in basketball.
I
in
agree.
Eric Spoelstra.
I agree.
All 3 of those teams in no income tax states. Mm-hmm. So he probably
Oh yeah. Ha! I didn't even think about that. That's hilarious.
so he probably just wants to put as much money away as possible because this is going to be. He's near the end of his career.
Yeah, no, look, the Rockets have a good young team. They just signed Steven Adams to a 3-year deal there, so they extended him. You got all those young guys. You put a veteran on there, a couple
Yeah.
veterans.
I
you
think-
could make a run in Houston.
I think the Spurs would be a waste of his time. I think the Spurs are still a few more years away. I think the Rockets or the Heat are probably the better bet. So it's really just, do you want to go through the West or do you want to go through the East, which is easier-ish, but be on a worse team?
If Wemby can figure out the blood clot issue, and that's a hard one, by the way. It's a really hard one to get through. I went through it, and I know Chris Bosch did as well.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss with those, man. Like, I was able to clear it up in about a year and a half, somewhere in there, so where I didn't have to take medication or anything else. And by the way, mine wasn't athletics whatsoever. I really want to point this out. It was just sitting down and writing for fucking 10 hours a day.
I guess it depends where it is, too, because Bosch had it in his lungs.
Yes, so mine was in the back of my calf. And they said because it travels fast, if you don't nip it in the bud, dude, it'll go to your heart and that's it. You're dead. But it depends on if he can come back. If he can, with De'Ron Fox, Wemby, who they drafted somebody awesome last year, too. Who the fuck was that?
It was. I forget who they're.
God damn it, man.
Was it like a Yukon guard or something like
Yeah.
that? I think it was. Yeah.
It was. Blanking on the name, but and then
They have another lottery pick this year, I believe. So
they're like 12 or 13, yeah.
it's a deep draft.
It is. But that's a decent team, man, and I understand that. Now, Pop is gone, obviously, and I don't know anything about the new head coach whatsoever.
No idea.
So we'll see what happens there. Knicks are set for talks with Mike Brown and Taylor Jenkins as far as their head coach goes.
I mean, Jenkins is good, but like fucking Mike Brown. We're doing Mike Brown again.
I don't know why they got rid of Tibbs. Like, you had a team that was going in the right direction.
At least,
Why?
like, ask about Spoelstra.
Yeah.
You know, hit up Riley.
Not a prayer would he give up Spoelstra.
Yeah, maybe he does. You know, maybe
There's
Riley still has
there's
a
not
feeling
that
for the
many
Knicks.
elite head coaches in the NBA. He's one of them.
I know.
So there's no way he would say yes.
Or at least talk to Tibbs about
Shit,
having
even,
a longer rotation.
even Dallas said no to a kid. So they reached out to him for Jason Kidd.
I
He
don't
said
like
no.
Jason Kidd as a coach.
But that's where we're at. Like, if you're saying no to Jason Kidd,
Did Kidd win a title as a coach?
no,
He
he's not.
Okay.
But yeah, man, that's a weird move to me. Like, I don't know why fire that guy.
They didn't think he could win in the playoffs.
He has like a short kind of lifespan with teams. He kind of gets on people's nerves.
Well, the rumor is he plays them to death.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, dude, not only in the games but in practice.
Yeah.
Where he'll just be like, no, we're going full speed, and that's it, and it ruins people's careers.
Also, you got to
we'll
deal with
see
Jalen
there.
Brunson's dad, I guess. Like, he just stays on staff.
Really?
Yeah, that's a
What does he
requirement.
do?
So whoever the next coach is, Brunson's going to be an assistant coach.
Really?
His dad is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he's been on the bench this whole time?
Yeah, you got to deal with that.
Okay.
That's kind of annoying.
Man, that's weird. Fucking A, dude. In the pros?
Yep.
I did not know that. Nobody's ever said anything either. Is he a real coach? I'm trying to look him up here.
I think. Yeah. Well, coach and name, at least.
I mean, did he come from a college or something? Or was this just like, hey, put my dad on the bench? I need my dad.
He might have been at Villanova as well with Jay Wright.
Oh, okay. All right. That's still
well,
strange.
that makes sense to me in college because sometimes that's how you get recruits.
Okay.
That was a way to pay them before you could pay them.
Yeah, that's
was
true. That's
hire
true.
their dad. Missouri may or may not have done that.
One of the other stories here, NBA-wise, trade-wise, was I thought was interesting. Was I saw Jason Williams talking about this over the weekend. He thinks the Memphis Grizzlies should trade Ja Morant and get everything you can from him because he'll just never grow into the leader.
I don't hate that.
I don't either when he said it.
Don't know that Ja is the guy at this point.
He's great, but dealing with all of the bullshit that comes with it is like, I don't think they can win.
He's Pro 2A. You have a problem with that?
He also had an injury, I believe. Like, and one of the biggest things about Ja was just like his raw explosiveness, which doesn't age well in the NBA.
It never does.
You can ask Russell Westbrook
Yep.
about.
Oh, no.
Or ask my microphone. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Well, it
I'll
did
go solo.
explode, which is the issue there.
Oh, no. What happened?
We're good, dude. It's like putting Derek Jeter's ankle back on. I got it. We're good.
Tiger Woods
good.
popping his fucking wrist back into place.
Look at this. This is my U.S. Open, dude.
Yeah.
This is my 08 U.S. Open right here, dude. And I feel great that I'll be able to complete the show with the microphone. Yeah, I don't hate the idea. I think that's probably fine. I think the off season will be more exciting than the in-season, the regular season
Always
of the NBA.
is. Yeah.
So
It's like their big thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the playoffs are great, always in basketball, but regular season, pretty pointless. 'Cause,
It is.
I mean, the best team was the Cavs this year, and
It's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens in baseball too all the time.
same with hockey, I guess. Like,
yeah, that's what I wanted to close out the show with, which is the NHL here. This Stanley Cup has been phenomenal.
Oh, it's
man.
awesome.
I mean, just fucking phenomenal.
Let them play every year.
All of it. There is, I know that there's that old saying, nothing beats playoff hockey. It's true. Every fucking night. It's
also
just amazing.
When you have like really no skin in the game and you're just watching two teams that you have really
As a
no
fan.
affiliation.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great. But if you're
agree.
a Panther fan or an Oilers fan right now, the anxiety that builds with just like every fucking pass, every
possession.
Yep.
Like
Power
disaster
play.
is a second away at all times.
I didn't grow up with an NHL team, so I don't have that. So I'm able to watch this series as a fan. Now, I bet the Panthers before, so I want to win money, obviously. But my God, dude, these series going back. What have we had? 3 overtime games in this series already?
Yeah.
I don't like the direction the Flyers are going, so I might jump ship.
You're a Florida
And just
boy.
go all Florida. I
I'll
feel
say
like you're a
Panthers,
Florida guy
yeah.
at this
Yeah.
point.
No,
Oh,
you're not
we-
going to be Ning?
A Lightning guy?
Yeah.
You got to, I mean, what a fucking run for the state of Florida in hockey.
Yeah.
You had that mini dynasty with the Lightning. Now the fucking Panthers are about to win a second cup. Canada's in shambles right now.
I know.
The Sunshine State's about to bring in, their 5th cup in how many years?
Like 8 or something.
I know. It's weird to see, but this has been an absolute fucking blast to watch. When is the next game here?
Tuesday.
It's tomorrow.
Okay. And let's check out that spread real quick
Well,
here.
it's going to be Panthers minus whatever money line.
Yeah, 145.
Yeah. Sounds right.
145. What is the over-under of this? That is what we've won.
Take the over. Yeah.
We've taken it
Oh, it
every
didn't hit
single
last game.
game at 6.5.
Didn't hit last
I didn't.
game.
You know what? And I was gone. I was with my kid, so I didn't get a chance to bet. Thankfully, so I haven't missed on that. But let's see. What is it this week?
I bet
here?
6.5 again if I had to guess.
Let's see.
It's been 6.5 like the whole time. Yeah, 6.5.
There it is.
The over's favored.
I'll go over. Let's go. I'll go over again. I'll go over for that for sure.
Because you got to think too, if this game is 3-2 or something like that, Edmonton's it's an elimination game, so they're going to pull their goalie earlier.
Yep.
So I like it. I like the over.
I do too. I'm hammering that over on Tuesday. Appreciate you tuning in, kids. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. Also, head on over to Spotify. It's just a 5-star, and you can walk away. Spotify's got video. Spotify now has video for Drinkin' Bros Sports, so you can watch it on your mobile phone, dude. Spotify app is free. That's it, dude. You got to sign up. If you want premium, you can get that too. Without ads and all that other stuff. But video is on there, and Tetherball Academy Media is signed with Spotify for video across the board here. Patreon will always be Patreon, and then we'll put those videos up week and a half later. But yeah, dude, we're coming in your faces here. Bet with us or against us at mybookie.com. Don't forget to use that promo code Drinkin' Bros to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. And then obviously if you're watching the games and you're grilling out, head on over to omahasteaks.com. 4th of July sale, 50% off for the 4th of July sale, plus an extra $35 off with the promo code DB Sports at checkout. Gambling meets booze, grab some hard AF seltzer as well, and enjoy yourself. We're having peak sports right now this week. For Delco Dan, Hot Bob, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Monday Morning Recap. Good morning, everyone.